Hello, hello, hello. It's T here with Arts and Crafts. I'm getting the video portion of it a little bit sooner, only because I want to be sure that everything is working, and we'll get started at 2 o'clock. No. All right, looks like we have a couple of people that have joined us so far. Hey, Debbie, can you tag Bev Peterson? Couple more minutes to allow people to get here, and we will get started. Couple more minutes for everybody to join us. Get your other leg up there. Here's Zoe for you. Look up, mamas. Look up. Look up. Let them see how beautiful you are. All right, let's put you down and get the class started. All right. Who's ready for this? Yeah, Connie, she is. Okay, I'm going to start with the gnome card. And you'll notice that when I press on the word press, the light lights up. She wants to participate. So I'm going to open up the kit. So for supplies wise, you're going to need a black marker, which is optional, your glue, a bone folder, and then the kit that you received, and probably a scrap of paper. So what I did is I went through with a black marker and just did around the edges. You could either do it that way, lay it down. And what that does is it takes the white off from around it to just give it a more of a finished look. So you'll notice on my card, yeah, Connie, I'm sure we can. So you're not wanting both cards, you just want one of them? Ah, I just realized that this marker is dark blue, not black. So just go around and do this on all of your pieces. Again, this is optional if you want to. I like the look of it. I did not do this piece because this has the white border around it. An angel got their wings. Okay, and then on my base paper, I did ink it. So if you like light up cards, I will be doing some for one of a kind online virtual event here in the very near future. I think it's in March. And those will be Easter. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to have several pieces of the frame. And you are just going to glue them together. Hey. Zoe. Okay, so just glue them all and stack them. I'm trying to get Zoe to stay behind me, but she's not cooperating. So what I do now is instead of using foam squares to create the depth that you need to hide the insides, I do it with several frames glued together and then glue that to this. Okay. So if you look at your clip art, it's going to line up right like this. So your press is going to be your push button. Your light will be here, and then your battery here. Yes, Myra, Zoe is trying to help, but it's quite difficult. Okay, this is your push button. This is your light. And let's open up this battery. Okay, so now comes the fancy part. Let's turn this into a light up card. So grab your tape and peel off just a portion of it. Now, if you want, you can put a little dot of glue and let it kind of dry a little bit to get your switch to stay in place. So we're going to start with our tape. We're going to go over the line that I've mapped out for you. When you get to the corner, you're going to bring the tape towards you to make an angle and then fold it back onto itself up to that point. Use your bone folder and press it down. Okay, so now we're going to start from the other side. We're going to go up here. Now, the gray line is on top of the red piece because this is going to be above your battery. So what I want you to do is take it, run it to just the edge of the dot, bring it forward, and we're just going to fold it onto itself. So then when we put our battery down, This will go on top of the battery. So these patterns are on all of the kits that I make. I always map out for you where your tape, your battery, and your switch goes. And you can tell the differences because your battery is round, your switch is the shape of that. So everything is the shape of what you need to put in the right places. All right, so now we're going to put this piece of battery, this piece on top of the circle so that it will be under your battery. Now, what is extremely important with this is that you're gentle with the copper tape. You press it down to get really strong coverage, and your pieces cannot touch, meaning this cannot touch this piece, and these two here can't touch, and those can't touch. If you have a little piece like I do here, just kind of use your nail and tuck it under. If this tears at any point while you are putting this together, you can just take another piece and overlap that. And I'll show you that in a second. So we're going to now take our switch and put it in that spot. And since I had that little piece of glue there kind of holding it, it won't move while we put a piece on top. So I'm just going to take another piece of the copper tape, lay it on top, and the purpose for that is to just help keep it in place and give it another strong connection. And we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so again, these can't touch because one line is your positive, the other line is your negative. So see, that all goes around. Now I'm going to put a little amount of glue here. If you look closely, you can see the negative and the positive on this. My eyes are not good enough to see the little markings on here. So what I do is I put it down and test it. So I'm going to just take another piece like we did before on our switch and put it on the legs of our lights. And that'll just help secure it. I'm not going to press it down completely yet because I want to be sure I have it in the right direction before I really secure it. Okay. So all right. So the fact that it's lighting up means that everything is situated the right way. Your switch is not directional. Only your battery and your light. If when you pressed it didn't light up, then what you would do is wiggle this out and flip it around. So now that we know we have a strong connection, we're just going to push everything down. Oops. I'm like, where'd my battery go? Uh-oh. I lost a connection somewhere. Okay. So that is what makes up the light up component. So what I can do at this point is take washi tape, scotch tape, whatever you want to do. And just tape your battery into place. Angels got their wings. So now at this point, you would stack these, put them on top. Center those. Lay it down here. And then center it there. And now when you press, it lights up. Any questions so far on this one? Before I put this on there, what I'm going to have you do, and you can do it off camera, is you're just going to stack all of your extra pieces. And glue them. So just glue all those together and then put them on top of your card. Now with your sentiment, I gave you also several pieces of white to stack to get this height. After your card is completely put together, you have a card base. So you're now going to glue it onto your card base. And now you have a light up card. All right, so let's move on to card number 2. So on this card, I did not do any inking. Uh-oh, that one's missing the base. All right, so here's our base, and we're going to do the same thing. So get out your light up kit with your electrical wire or your copper tape, and let's put this together. I'm not going to open another battery. I'm going to pull the battery from this card over here because I'm cheap like that. All right, so we know where our pieces are going to go by just following the diagram. All right. right, and we do offer these 3 pieces for light up cards separately on our website for $2.99. And then if you need the copper tape, I believe we give you 24 inches for $1 more. So depending on what you're making, you would want to gauge. I will also have, probably within the next couple of days, the roll of tape. My order didn't come in time for everybody to be able to buy a roll at this point. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to peel and get our copper tape started. So we're going to go here. And this is a much simpler one because there's no bends in it. So we're not turning in any corners. This one will go on top. And now this one, we're going to bring it, turn it over. Whoop. See how it broke there? It's not a big deal. We'll just take the tape, match it up. And I'm doing that just to take the stickiness off of it. It's hard to work with this big old Band-Aid on my finger. So we're going to varnish it nicely with our bone folder. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a dot of glue. Drop my switch down. Take some of the tape. To secure it in place. It's getting all tangled up. Okay. Our battery is going to go here. We probably need to make the top of this a little bit smaller because you don't want it to hang over and accidentally touch the other side of this or it won't work. Now we're going to grab our light. Let's adhere our light down. We'll do the other side. Okay, it's not lighting up that way, so let's first try and flip our battery. And there we are. So once you get this down, if it doesn't light up first time around, flip your battery. Now we're going to take Scotch tape and secure it in position. You're going to do the same thing that you did with the others. You're going to stack all of your frames. Glue them in place. This, you have a hole in it so that your light can shine through it. I don't think it's directional. You know, as long as your light can shine through. This will then go on top. Everything will be glued down. And just like with our other project, you have lots of other pieces. So you can stack these as dimensional as you want. So when you press to make a birthday wish, this is what's lighting up. And I don't have my card base on it yet, so you can see the back. You see how everything looks just like the inside of this one. So that is how you put together my light up cards. If you have any questions, let me know. I think what I will be doing is separating the cards in the store. So if you want to just buy the birthday, you can do that. And that is it. Thank you for following and hope to see you again soon. Bye.